A child vanishes every 40 seconds in the United States. That's over 700,000 children reported missing each year. Today, we're asking a chilling and urgent question. Why are more children going missing now than in the 1990s? You're listening to Vanished Voices, and I'm your host, Kate. In this special episode, we're diving deep into what's behind the rise in missing children. Is it the internet? Is it trafficking? Or are we just hearing about it more? The truth is more complicated and more terrifying than you might think. Segment 1. The numbers don't lie. Or do they? Let's start with the data. In the early 1990s, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, NCMEC, reported over 800,000 children were reported missing annually in the US. But here's the catch. Many of those were runaways or kids caught in family custody battles. The majority were found quickly. Fast forward to the 2020s. The FBI's National Crime Information Center, NCIC, still receives between 300,000 to 500,000 reports of missing children per year. But the context has changed. There are more stranger danger cases, more online enticement, and more trafficking-linked disappearances. So, is the number truly going up? Experts say yes, but not always in the way you'd expect. Interview clip. We're not just seeing more reports, we're seeing more long-term missing, more abductions without custody disputes, and more kids being groomed online before disappearing. The digital world has made predators more sophisticated and harder to trace. Segment 2. The 90s, the last innocent decade? Let's take a moment to rewind to the 1990s. Kids rode bikes till sunset. They went to the mall alone. Stranger abductions were scary but considered rare. The internet? Barely a thing, but there was still danger. Think of names like Jacob Wetterling, Polly Klaas, and Amber Hagerman. Yes, the one the Amber Alert system is named after. What's different now is how that danger finds children, not on street corners, but through screens. Part 2. The Digital Doorway Segment. 3. Predators in your pocket. Today, the world fits in your child's hand. With smartphones, social media, and gaming apps, children are no longer protected by locked doors or neighborhood fences. They're reachable 24/7. Predators know this. They no longer need to stalk playgrounds. They slide into DMs. They pretend to be other kids. They spend months grooming victims before arranging to meet or disappear with them. Interview clip. The most dangerous predator isn't hiding in the bushes. It's the one who's been talking to your child every night through a gaming headset or an Instagram account. Segment 4. Social media and the missing Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Discord. These platforms are places kids socialize, but also where they're targeted. Apps that auto-delete messages make it hard for parents to detect anything's wrong. Teens, feeling misunderstood or alienated, may be manipulated into running away. Some go willingly, believing they're in love. Others are blackmailed into disappearing. Photo extortion, threats, coercion. This is where exploitation and abduction blend into something terrifyingly modern, digital luring. Think about that. Your child could be talking to someone who knows their school, their fears, their family problems, someone posing as a friend, when in reality, they're planning their disappearance. Part 3. The Darker Truths. Segment 5. Trafficking, the Hidden Epidemic. Let's address one of the most difficult and disturbing realities, child trafficking. While not all missing children are trafficked, an alarming number of them are. Runaways are especially vulnerable. Within 48 hours of leaving home, 1 in 3 are approached by someone offering food, shelter, or exploitation. Interview clip. They don't always know they're being trafficked. Some think it's love, others think they're just getting help, but they end up trapped, invisible, moved from place to place, and harder to find. In the 90s, trafficking existed, but it was harder to organize. Now, it's tech-savvy, organized, and international. Segment 6. Family isn't always safe. Here's a grim statistic. The vast majority of abducted children are taken by someone they know, often a parent or family member. But in recent years, custody disputes have become more complex, especially with international borders involved. Some missing kids are victims of parental alienation, others of ideological extremism. QAnon style conspiracies have actually driven some parents to flee with their children, believing they're saving them from imaginary threats. And then there's abuse. More children today are being removed from unsafe homes, but in overburdened foster systems, some disappear, either running away or being trafficked from within the system. Segment 7. The Crisis. No one sees. It's not just predators or broken systems, it's also mental health. Kids today face unprecedented levels of anxiety, depression, and isolation. COVID-19 only worsened this crisis. For some, running away feels like the only escape, and some don't run far. They vanish into the cracks. No one reports them missing, no Amber Alert, no investigation, especially if they're BIPOC, LGBTQ+, or in foster care. Black and Indigenous children are disproportionately represented among the long-term missing, and the media, they barely cover it. Part 4. How do we fight this? Segment 8. Tech solutions and failing systems. We've built alert systems, created digital fingerprint registries, launched Amber Alerts. We have AI that can scan for child exploitation images, and yet the numbers climb. What's missing? Funding, coordination, focus. Law enforcement agencies are overwhelmed, cyber units are under-resourced, and when kids go missing, especially older teens, they're often mislabeled as just runaways. Segment 9. The real reasons more kids are missing. Let's be blunt, more kids are going missing because there's more access to them online. Trafficking is more organized. Family breakdown is more common. Mental health crises are exploding. Systemic neglect and racial bias leave too many cases ignored, but also because we stopped paying attention. We assume kids are safe because they're at home, on Wi-Fi. We assume missing kids are just rebellious. We assume predators are rare. Those assumptions are wrong, and kids are paying the price. Part 5. What you can do. Segment 10. The call to action. So what can we do? Monitor your child's online activity. That doesn't mean spying, it means parenting. Report suspicious accounts or grooming behavior immediately. Advocate for more resources for missing children's units and foster care reform. Share posts about missing kids, especially those who don't make the news. Support mental health care access in your community. Interview clip. We didn't think it could happen to us, but it did, and it all started online. Closing words. More kids are going missing today, not just because the world is more dangerous, but because it's more complicated. Technology opens doors, but also traps. Let's not wait until another face is on a poster. Let's act now. I'm Kate, and this was Vanished Voices. Stay aware, stay involved, and most importantly, stay present.